Welcome to another video in this series of mastering JavaScript. In this video, we're going to go through data types and operators. You can run JavaScript code from a terminal, browser console, playground. If you wanted to learn how, let me know in the comment section, so I do a separate video. The data types in JavaScript are 7 types, and they are as the following. Numbers can be integer or double, or float. Real life example, sorting a phone number or a bank account, or any number that you think about it. We can leverage console.log function to see the output. Second type in JavaScript is string. It could be one character or multiple ones to store, for example, password, username, or anything that you consider it as a text. Again, to see the output, we can use the console.log function. Moving on in the data types is Boolean, which have only one value, either true or false. For example, is your video public or private? Is user logged in or out? Another one from data types is array. Let's imagine it as a list of favorite fruit, for example, list of places that you wanted to visit in this year, or phone contact numbers, or client emails. Fifth type from data types is object. Easy way to understand it as person or employee with the following information such as name, age, salary, and so on. Last two types are null and undefined. Easy way to understand the spread between them. When you try to access value that have been defined somewhere in the app or a project with no value that is null, while the undefined try to access variable that never been defined or initialized. For example, you have a typo with the variable name in the code. Part 2, the operators, also will be 7 sections. Under the arithmetic operators is the addition operator, using a plus sign between the numbers, while the subtraction operation using a minus between the numbers to achieve the result. Get the multiplication operator is having an asterisk sign between the numbers to get the result. Division operation is put a forward slash between two numbers to get the result. The modulus is put the percent sign between two numbers to get the result. Second type of the operators is assignment operators. First one is assignment, putting an equal sign between the variable and its value. The addition assignment almost the same way with a little adjustment, adding a plus sign before the equal sign. So it means add the variable with a certain value after the equal sign. You can achieve the subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, or any mathematical operation in the same way of addition, by adding the sign before the equal sign, then the value. To an increment or decrement value, you add 2 times minus plus signs before the variable if you want to use the current value, then an increment or decrement the variable. Otherwise, use the plus or minus sign after a variable, so use the updated variable value. Third section from operator is comparison. Comparing two values with a 3 equal sign. Wait, why there are 3 and not 2 equal signs? The difference between them is simple. When using 2 times equal sign, that means you only compare the values, not the type as well. For example, comparing 3 as a number with a 3 as a string, you get it true because you compare only the values. If you want to compare the types as well, simply add one more equal sign. To make sure that the variables are not equal, you could have the exclamation mark with 1 or 2 equal sign if you wanted to compare the type as well. To achieve the greater, you could use the greater sign. If you invert it, you will have the less than. If you add equal sign after the greater sign, that means the values are greater than or equal to at the same time. If you invert the sign, then you have less or equal to. Moving on to another operator is the logical operators. The AND logical, you could use it, for example, if two values are equal or not, then you will have true or false as a result. The OR logical, you will have at least one of the value from the two values. To invert any value, you could use exclamation mark. You could use the plus sign to concat to string. And for example, if you want to print the value of the variable with a string in the console.log function, or concat to string to be 1. Last section is conditional operator. In example, compare two values with a greater or less sign. Then the question mark followed with two values. The first one will be assigned to the variable when the condition is true, and the next value will be assigned to the variable when the condition is false. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to sub and like. See you.